from that cycle do? It was a fight spell, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was a fight spell, the green
And it
one.
was like it would
It cost
pump your
one.
dude if it was green,
No, I think
or
it cost one. It was like because it was like 4 mana, but it cost like one if you were targeting a green dude.
that might have seen play. I'm having flashbacks to Simic Food decks.
I think that card might have because like it was because green and blue were the only colors in standard at that time.
Yeah, and you might have
Plus,
I re-
plus two
I
plus two
remember the
fight.
wolf. Playing it with the wolf that wasn't unkillable.
Yeah, I remember that now too.
Wow, that format sucked.
That was when I remember distinctly having this conversation with Ryan where he was visiting and we were talking about just like competitive Magic. I said this is like right before Eldraine's coming out. We don't know anything about Eldraine at this point. It's like I've got that itch. I really want to get back into like the competitive scene. I really want to. It's been so long. And then the set that came out was Eldraine, and
It killed every
I,
format. Yes.
I bought 4 breeding pools. I was playing blue, green because that was all you could do.
Yep.
And then COVID happened, and that completely fell off the bridge. But yeah, I remember playing. You just played 4X Mystical Disputes in your main deck.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
You had to counter the turn two Oko.
but anyway, talking about Mystical Disputes and Simic, we ain't having
Not
any of that shit today.
not here in Mardu Land.
Mardu Land.
The cube that's too big. You
This
know
is
how a normal cube's supposed to be 360 cards? What if we almost doubled that? Welcome to Mardu Cube.
so thank you, Chevy, for the sub. We got white, we've got black, we've got red.
You've got the good
This
colors.
is described again by Ryan, friend of the show, who I should have on more, as kill spells splashing for some more kill spells.
Yes.
You know,
Do you like answering permanents?
Swords to Plowshares plus Doomblade. Maybe I'll slash for Bolt.
Yeah, maybe that's not enough. Maybe you want to play prismatic ending or something. Be able to
Yeah,
handle anything.
sure.
As
So
long as it's 3 or less converted mana cost.
I'm
Which
guessing like we're not this immediately to me would say without looking at cards
Mhm.
maybe the most aggressive trio you could pick outside of maybe like Naya.
Naya's probably okay. Here's how you know Naya is more aggressive. It's worse. So Marty would have to be less aggressive.
But like black white actually
Black white is historically can be very aggressive or very controlling. It can
both
do either
sides.
one.
You can play because like when I think of black white through the ages, and I have played black white in almost every format forever because it's my favorite color combination to be playing. But
Yes.
I can think of like days where it was Hand of Honor, Hand of Cruelty, um, Ghost
Ha-
Dad,
yeah,
or
or Hand of the Ebon Legion or whatever it's
you
called.
go even further back. You had Hand of
No, what was his name in Knight of
Knight of
Stromgald, the ice
Stromgald.
these cold snap guy.
But yeah, Knight of Stromgald in Cold Snap. But then you had like a number like when you had the Exalted Knights.
Yes. When they
Those
a
were
Knight of Infamy and then Knight of Fame or
which
whatever.
weren't double colored, so they were really easy to play in an aggressive deck and not have to be color committed. You Order of the Ebon Hand, very aggressive vampire. But then you've also had a lot of control over the years in both colors. Um,
Orzhov Charm. Or Castigate. I love
cast
casting Castigate.
well, like
Castigate's one of my favorites.
how many Wrath of Gods do you have between the two? I think in here we're actually going to be seeing a lot of their double ups. If Dam isn't in here, you know, I'd be,
Got the Meat Palace
you know,
card. Everybody loves casting Meat Palace. That card is like weirdly expensive in paper. Meat Hook
Meteor
Massacre.
Massacre, yeah,
Why
cast.
is that card expensive?
What was the no Edge of the Divinity, the old site, the cycle from Shadow more Eventide was just +3/+3, no keywords. Made your mimics way too big. All right, well, here we are on day one, so let's come on, go ahead and see if what we got going on here in Mardu Cube.
Why is why is Meat Hook Massacre like a $60 card? Is it just EDH doing that?
No, constructed is like it's a pretty playable constructed card.
Yeah, but nobody's playing standard in paper.
That might actually be the reason because nobody's also drafting in paper, right? So no cards are
That's yeah, not being
cards
overwritten
aren't
is
cards
probably
aren't
the reason.
circulating.
Yeah.
Usually, the cost of standard is subsidized by drafting.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
speaking of competitive Magic, Pro Tour's back, baby.
yeah,
It's going to be Pioneer, which here's what I know about Pioneer, having watched a little bit of it. 3 mana 3/3s are playable, and I don't know what that means.
damn, that's an
Like there are
interesting world.
there are multiple 3 mana 3/3s, and they're playable to great. Graveyard Inspector guy, the werewolf that eats graveyard cards and like has ward discard a card.
Oh God, that one I
That guy is a Pioneer Jackhammer. Like it doesn't make any sense.
wow.
And a ward without lightning bolt, you know?
All right, so hi. All right, so
Okay.
obliterator hanging out right out the gate,
Oh, look at that lava claw reaches. Hell yeah.
asking if you're interested in.
Unlicensed disintegration. Hell yes. Remember that was the only kill spell in standard?
Oh my God, you had to play this. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, okay. My eye is immediately drawn to two cards. Esper Sentinel is probably the best card in the pack. Phyrexian Obliterator is the stupidest card in the pack. And then there's a lot of stuff in between. And we only have
correct.
40 seconds.
Correct. I'm
Karn is the most open, and it's just kind of good.
yeah, I'm looking at Obliterator versus Skyclave Apparition in my mind. I think Esper Sentinel's also good, but it's like,
Without cantrips, maybe it's not as powerful.
yeah, this is a hard sell immediately, but like could pay off really heavily.
I like the Skyclave better than the Obliterator.
Yeah.
Man, they really cut down on our
If
draw in time, huh?
if Obliterator comes back, then we know we need to shift it up. How about that?
I don't know. I think it's going to wheel because nobody wants it.
I want it. Oh, hi.
Lapse of Certainty, the counterspell. Bygone Bishop.
Bygone Bishop's got some good power going on
Shambling
here.
Vent is going to be one of the better of these cards because of what color wedge we're in. We're going to get the bad ones and not the good ones. Like Needle Spire. Snapdax. Whenever mutate, steal 4 to target creature, and you gain.
It's actually a lot better in
Hell Stinger is actually really dope too. The
oh,
exploit
that's
draw
the
2.
exploit draw two who lose to. Yeah.
Yeah. Lapse of Certainty also
Obviously,
pretty
certainly
cool though.
nobody's gonna play around as its power, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think this cube has this and Mana Tithe as like. I'm looking at Bygone Bishop. I'm looking at Bone Crusher Giant too.
Oh yeah, Bone Crusher is just extremely good. It's like a powerful 2-for-1.
That might just be the.
I'll go ahead and highlight something. If we're gonna pick Chainer, if we don't.
Yeah, let's go Bishop. Maybe we can get like a lower end. Oh, okay. Finks, Mind Stone.
um,
It's
Crested Sunmare, I remember being a stupid card.
I have to read this asshole from Dark Souls 3. Hold on.
Set with a bounty counter. So long as it has a bounty, when this creature dies, each opponent draws a card and gains 2 life.
Sure.
Takenuma is pretty cool.
Yeah, Rolling Earthquake is the good version of the Earthquake. I don't hate Finks.
Liliana's pretty good too. That's one of the better Lilianas.
Yes.
Let's just cast out. I don't think you can go wrong here.
I've been like
Mine's
just sort of addicted to picking 3 drops in white. I don't know if
I
that's
don't know how.
good.
Yeah, I don't know how long that will pay off.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like here, it's all.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a couple cards like that. It's actually much better in paper. Like again, I'm gonna bring up Ryan a bunch of this because he's got
Yeah,
It
he's
creates this
got
cube.
Metamorphosis with the
You,
green
you
part of it
sharpied
sharpied
out,
out, so you cannot pay green for it.
which makes it look okay. High.
Here's your aggressive card if you want it, with Intrepid
Intrepid
Adversary.
adversary. I'm also just thinking of the fact that Eleanor exists in a world without counter magic.
Ooh, look at that Eldest Reborn.
Eldest Reborn. Ooh. That's always a good one.
I love casting Eldest Reborn. Um,
Yeah, we also just go for the Intrepid adversary.
that's the beater.
Yep.
Outpost Siege. Been a while since I've seen that card.
Null Priest. Good pickup.
Yep, it's mostly a 2/1 lifelink menace, but occasionally you'll kick it.
But yeah, so you have to sharpie out like the Soulfire Grandmaster. That's an important part of it. I think.
Mm,
What do you like?
I don't know. I like Eldest Reborn more, but I think Intrepid Adversary might be. See, now we got Hero Bladehold.
Yeah, okay.
Or do we pick up the Dauntless
Those bodyguard.
Bodyguard?
That is a one that also hits real good.
It's just a good guy. Freya's Retribution is also a beating, but
Very
Hero Bladehold ends the game the quickest.
here's the cards you win with.
Okay, if this is Ultra Removal Cube, how good is Hero Bladehold?
The fact that we're playing card, if it was our finisher in a more longer deck, like I'd like it less because it'd be the magnet for removal. But like we're
Yeah.
already going to be magneting for removal is my thought process.
I think one drops are probably at a premium, but I don't know if there's a more powerful beater than Hero Bladehold.
Right. And
Up to okay, there we go.
oh boy.
Yeah, Noblest of War.
All right, look at this. We got Zergo. We got Okiba Reckoner Raid.
Yeah, the Kima Reckoner Raid. So that's what fancy land is that? Is that Sajiri Step?
No, this is the revive if you have 7 or more plans.
Oh, okay, that's a mirror of this guy running.
Hopefully we get
Wow.
that back. That could be playable in this if this stays mono white.
Um, Midnight Reaper,
Everybody loves Midnight Reaper.
pretty good.
Ashen Rider, Coffin Queen, Furry in the Swarm, White is Gone, Factory's here.
Factory, we could side into
Pia Kieran.
or a Bomat.
Both of those are fine, yeah.
Feed the Swarm is embarrassing. Why is that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. So can it be mono black in your Mardu Cube and answer an enchantment?
That's
Come on.
basically it.
That's embarrassing. Bane Slayer.
Hmm.
Let's look at some of these other cards and see. Daddy Angrath's pretty cool. I love a Mog War Marshal.
Yeah, that could be so. That also works with like the hero.
Also, Orm's Thunder. There's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I'll check this shit out. Might be on fine with War Marshal going a little wide here. I'm not for the same reason Hero Blade Hold is a problem. I
Yeah.
don't like Baneslayer a lot.
Okay, so we'll have the Rabbit Battery could be pretty good for that plan. Hands off haste.
Yes, hands off haste makes this a lot more.
What's that? Devil Zariel. It does stupid crap, right? Yeah, it makes it zeros for a devil most of the time.
We have Mutavault here too. I'm gonna look at the battery and see if we can't like. Okay, Snapback's actually mutates on for white red.
We only have 2 humans.
Yeah,
You want to see a ghost mutate into a dragon cat?
collective effort or cast out.
Tap a tapped creature, destroy, put a 1 counter on each creature. That's probably okay. Cast out and Takanuma are both really good.
Yeah,
Bergi, Outpost Siege, Card Advantage Engines, Boris Charm.
sure.
You probably would want, yeah, the pig. It's a different kind of deck. Innerstorm Predator is really, really powerful.
Yes.
So we got a lot of directions we could go. Worm Coil feels like cheating. If you want to go aggro, there's one answer. There's a lot of good cards in here. Oh no, there's two answers actually. That Elspeth is
I know
also
it's the Elspeth.
it's so good, but this is also perhaps the best one drop we could get if that's who we
Yes.
are.
Here's the
Yep.
thing: even if we're not, it's still figure, right? Like,
Yeah, Figure and Elspeth can basically go anywhere. It's hard to put because they both like Elspeth will win the game on her own, then so can Figure of Destiny.
yeah. Uh,
Is
Hammer. We got
yeah, Hammer's pretty mirror entity's nice. Got to bounce a Karoo down there.
yeah. It's a black white Karoo down there. Thoughtsei's making its showing. Go with figure here. Oh, hi.
Okay. Giant Killer might be okay. If you're in the deck, Archon of Sun's Grace is unbeatable, but if you're not, then it's kind of bad.
We are currently not.
You could just go with Giant Killer then, and like hope to get
And
one of the
Giant Killer or Shield Breaker. Also,
Shieldbreaker's okay.
also got Suns isn't bad either, but we're not like. If I had more like rocks or something like that, I mean, the Fox. Thank you very much for the sub. Um,
If we had oh, what is he called? The guys who tutor one drops, that'd be much easier. But
yeah.
um, ac-
Oh
the
boy.
Cathar, what does she say? Is it just humans or is it anything that attacks?
Whenever anything attacks.
Yeah, this card scales very well. Um, Batterbone is cute. Anguished Unmaking and ECD are both really powerful. Coercive Portal is as well. The Black March is also pretty good. But
Kind of interested in this here. Again, it
just
seems
get
like
it.
the idea is going a little wide with the.
Yeah, but like
No, no, did I lose you? I wouldn't lose the draft. That'd be. Yeah, I lost them. Hello? Well, okay. I need to like start looking at other bits here. Big things here. It's either True Fire Captain or Maul. Um, True Fire Captain only to players makes it a lot worse. Um, okay. Gnome is out. So, all right. Sunbed Canyon, probably the pick here. Here we want to be able. This is good aggressive land. Um, Mentor of the Meek's cool, obviously. Divine Visitation, actually, also like. Or Mentor, we already have Bygone Bishop. So I don't feel. And if we're doing two colors, I want to be able to fix. Like, it's pretty dang important for us to be able to fix that this is one of the few aggressive shots that we have. Like, we're not going to get a lot of these. Ooh, hold on. Windbrisk Heights. Windbrisk Heights is very, very good when we have stuff like War Marshal, and we're trying to go wide here. Comes like tapped, so we lose a little bit of tempo there. But if you're attacking with three creatures, you can play whatever under it for no mana cost. And that can be some wild stuff. Garuda feels out of place here.
It's a white way to cheat things out onto the field.
I used to play it in Boros, with our good friend Spectre Procession. To just play Cruel Ultimatum. Just fuck them.
Makes sense, yeah.
Here's Cruel Ultimatum. I don't give a shit. Flame Tongue Kavu, Tiny Flame Tongue Kavu, Smiting Helix. And I'm pretty sold that FTK has to be good, right?
I mean, it's FTK. What in what world is FTK not good?
Right. Well,
On an empty board, but that's fine.
The other pick here is Tithe Taker, which is much more towards the like low end hate bear.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tithe Taker is the only card that competes with it. I think Smiting Helix is also really good. Angel, Goldspan. What do you do? That is the most. Like, there's always the Boros card that's trying to be like the Equipment Liker. This is maybe
this
the
one
most niche.
Creature. Okay. If it's a creature and it's enchanted or equipped, if it dies, you pick it back up. If it's a token that's enchanted or equipped, they get +1/+1. Weird.
Elspeth's still in the pack, huh? Okay. I mean, I'd be happy with Warhammer or Mirror Entity, but Elspeth's still in the pack feels real good to see. Ooh. Intangible Human Skull.
That refuses to be buried?
Reverberate.
Reverberate. Tangible Skull.
I mean, I guess that's the pick here.
What's your alternative? If you're not playing black, then there's not really anything else.
Okay.
These are also the 3 colors most capable of doing wraths.
Yes.
So how many of those are in here as well? I'm going to assume a fair number, right?
I would have to.
Especially given that 2 of these are also go wide colors, you know, like.
Okay.
And in some decks, actually, all 3 of them are.
This isn't for us, but it's for a very different style of Boros. This is like for the kill spell haver. This is just like it's a very good card. I've seen it like twice, and it's only in like limited, and they just played it, and then every time they just get a kill spell back. Aurelio's too big. Monastery Mentor. Oh, Mana Tithe. Ooh, Court of Grace too.
You're topping out on like one 5-drop, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
in this.
I feel like we're topping out on like Siege Gang or Angel, something like that. Looking at Resto Angel, looking at Court of Grace. If you're the Monarch, 4/4 Angel. If you're not the Monarch, 1/1 flying token. Obviously,
it is valuable to have a card that introduces the monarchy into a game as well, just generally. Because that every card that says you become the monarch functionally means it cantrips with a side stop side.
Yeah, Resto also has a number of cards it works with in the deck. Sphinx, Skyclave. It's just Resto. I'm interested in just seeing how Court plays, though. Especially if we're a little bit, like, low to the ground aggro deck.
There are more colorless cards in this cube than I was expecting. It's not like a full theme, it seems like, but there's a surprising number of colorless threats in it.
Yeah. Red has a good amount of those hanging out. I'm thinking Clifftop Retreat again. Get the fixing going. Ogre Head is
Yeah,
also
that's not a
good.
bad idea.
Absent is fine. Selfless Spirit's strong. Young Pyro. There's a lot of good cards in here, but I kind of want to make sure my mana works. Oh, hi, Chain to the Rocks. Chain to the Rocks or Charming Prince?
Your 2-drop count isn't impressive right now.
I'm worried about that. And I'm also worried
But
Chain to the Rocks
so is neither is your removal, honestly, either, is kind of the problem. And then if you go off of that, then like what? I think you need the 2-drop actually between the two, in my opinion, right? Like
no.
Alpha Precinct Captain works. That's a
Precinct Captain gets the job done as a good 2-drop. Battle Screech is always busting.
My train of thought there was basically that removal can prolong a game in a probably what is going to be a highly aggressive format, but you like not having to being the guy who does that first is probably more important than surviving one more turn.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of my thought. Sword, huh?
There's also Luca Plus. But
He's playing and equipping a sword, especially since it's War and Peace, too slow.
Unsure. Is Benelish Marshall playable? Actually, hold on. I think this might be the answer.
The Kiki Saga?
We have a lot of things that could use like a Kiki copy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like, this is also a 2/2 plus a 2/2 on a 3-drop with with looting, and this has a lot in its. Toolcraft
Please,
is
that's
not a...
as design calls it, rummaging.
Yeah, tooling.
Yeah, tooling.
Not a pack I'm interested in. Oh, actually, hold on. Swords to car shares.
Oh yeah, actually, that's it's probably not good against every single opponent, but that's going to be good against a lot of them, I'm sure.
Yeah. Late to dinner, pick up a thing, get a food. Leisha. Redcap.
Love you, Murderous Redcap, but I don't know if you're appropriate for this deck. You're a bit. I mean, it can be.
I hate this card.
Angel of Sanctions.
No. Force of Rage.
No, Force of Rage.
It's designed so against itself.
Oh yeah. The fact that if you don't play them, you have to play it on your turn, or you do the exile thing as blockers, basically, because you don't get to keep them after that.
Oh god, I have not been doing human counting.
You have, I want to say, like 5 or 6 of them now.
I don't know if this card is playable. Aurelia is still too big. Resto is still here.
Resto is perfectly fine. Resto is a good card for us, yeah.
Absent. 2-drop as well. It's not necessarily a great one. Young Pyromancer has very little to do in this deck, but...
Yeah, this is an incredibly creature-heavy deck.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's get this finished up and give it a build, see what it looks like.
Play both Zergos in the same deck.
Vault of the Archangel is a very powerful land. The red here is almost...
It's pretty light compared to your white, right? Like,
yeah.
But it's still there.
I'm just gonna do this first, see what the deck looks like without it. Man, those 2-drops, that really does suck.
Yeah, without them. Well, I mean, the big problem here is that even with the red, your 2-drops is just bad, unfortunately.
This might still be better as mono white, or splashing for 1 or 2 cards.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, what do we have out here that's actually like quite...
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Without red, you probably take out Chain to the Rocks because you're not going to have the mountain to actually play it.
So that brings us to 24 right here.
Which is kind of like, given that's 24 before making cuts off the white, that's pretty lean, I think.
Yeah, especially because like Toolcraft is an easy cut. We don't have enough artifacts to make this work. Oh, we have a couple
of your 2 angels over there between Invention and Sanction, because it's like a lot of 5s.
Yeah, hell, Divine... Okay, hold on. Let me just quick count Divine Visitation. I don't think it's good enough, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually better than I thought.
That's not bad. Yeah, that actually could be not a major but minor plan of the deck that will likely have the ability to work if you go off the token generation and get that in there.
I don't want to add Noblest because I don't want more 5s.
On top of that, Nobilis is well, Nobilis is good for just raw power. It's like not that impressive for
Here's the thing.
Its mana cost.
Angel Invention is just kind of a better Noblest in my mind.
Yeah, and it's not exactly, but in most cases it is.
Yeah.
Because like that's +1/+1 all the time. That +1 toughness matters a lot, and Nobilis is +2 power to attacking creatures only. I don't like this curve at all.
No, I'm pretty unhappy with the look of the curve. This is supposed to be an aggro deck. Well, we needed more things like there was a Selfless Spirit I probably should have picked up. I probably should have picked up that red was less of a color than it is right now. Because like looking at like the number of cards, red looks like real. But looking at the quality of the cards, like they're all slapdash at best. Like yeah, CJing is big. Boris Charm is nice. Like there's a lot here that's good, but it's not like
deck building good. They're good in parts to other decks, but they are not like a deck in and of themselves at all, really. I mean, Siege Gang kind of is, but Siege Gang is like...
Siege Gang came around too late to become a deck itself.
Yeah, Siege Gang is really good, but importantly, Siege Gang also costs a lot and is, you build around it specifically.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that you play the red specifically just to fix out your curve a little bit more than anything else, and then like there's a little bit of value you can get out of it that does enhance the deck. It's just that it's extremely not your primary thing to do.
Looking for one cut around 3 or 4.
Yeah, and if it is a splash too, the other problem is that you can't really play the Chain to the Rocks either.
No, I
because Chain to the Rocks is a pure like half and half.
Because I'm gonna have like 3 mountains in the deck.
Yeah.
I might cut the Marshal because there's too many lands that we're going to be having that'll cut this off a little too harsh.
Yeah,
Court of Grace is also
probably
a one we could cut off, but...
Ooh, one forest in the Mardu Cube.
Okay. Yeah,
I think your perspective mono white deck would have been kind of neat, but it also would not be... It wouldn't have been as aggressive as this, I think, is the number one thing. Because a lot of the mono white cards you passed up in exchange for a red card instead were slightly slower. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a couple that, again, there's a couple on there that, like, stand out in the sense that there's a Selfless Spirit on 2 that we could have picked up. There was another 2 drop I'm trying to think of in there it wasn't like, we didn't get any of the, like, Adanto Vanguard style, like, the most aggressive 2s. But... Okay.
This can play the Bygone Bishop. Your opponent is playing Luris. As a full-on companion, too, huh?
Okay.
So they went all in on the aggression. Given that you don't have a play until 3, you might be dead already.
No, it sure as hell ain't Court of Grace, that's for sure.
I guess on the other hand, they're actually getting off to a pretty slow start.
They might be heavily controlling. Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh, right. It's each permanent in the deck is mana value 2 or less. Right. That's part of why Luris is fucked up. Sorry. My bad. Every time you look at Luris, there's just one other thing about its line of text is like you did not realize at first, and then that enhances the reason why this was one of the very few cards to ever be banned from Vintage.
I don't want to play Bygone Bishop because there's nothing to lead into it. Okay, that would have... Yup. Either way. I guess Elspeth's just going to be making tokens? We're not courting. They have an easy answer to court. It's just to equip a Reckoner Raid.
Okay. Soulfire Grandmaster with Shroud.
2 cards in hand, actually, is... Like...
That Finks is actually a good pickup here. Finks and Resto in your hand together also is like a lot of available recursion and power attached to Finks.
Let's get that going now. Again, 2 cards in hand. Like we're actually pretty ahead if we come out with like, you know, they have Luris obviously, but that's about it.
I guess this is gonna be the question of how much card draw is in this cube, right? Like, these are the 3 colors that are worse at card draw.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like, white is generally very bad at it. So, they're playing. They're actually playing full 3 color. That's right, because they're doing this.
Yeah.
All right, they're empty-handed. What's on the board is what you are going up against now, basically.
Okay.
Well, they do have Luris to play at any time too, but
okay,
not quite empty-handed. They have 1 left in hand.
Yeah, they're on, and they have a lingering soul.
Knight gains death touch and +3/+3, which is a problem because that makes it a 4/5. And then it's going to it's very likely to get the counter if it's not dead pretty quick. Windbrisk Heights only requires you to have the 3 permanents, the creatures attacking, right? Like
Correct.
it doesn't require them. Yeah, that doesn't need to do
No,
damage.
I'm sorry.
All it got to do is
attacked with 3 or more creatures.
Yeah.
Tap land's really bad for them here. It doesn't do anything.
Going at Elspeth, or are they going to get the counter on the Knight?
They're getting the counter on the Knight, regardless of what happens here.
Unless you put both of them.
Oh, I guess. I guess. Never mind. They have to hit us for the Knight dealing.
Yeah, because that requires life loss off of the opponents.
Yes.
Or a player, specifically. I actually played with Knight of the Ebon Legion just a couple nights ago.
So they could get Elspeth. I think I'm probably going to go like Finks, block, Knight, force the pump.
Finks, block Knight, force the pump, or just put Soldier Token in front of the Knight and then kill the 2/2.
Menace.
Well, no, Menace, right. Sorry, yeah, good point. You can leave Elspeth alive, which is nice, but
I want them tapped out.
yeah, that's fair.
That's my reasoning on this. Because now they don't get a flashback lingering souls there.
Right.
Okay. I think this is leave up resto.
That sounds good to me.
And then slowly get control of this board back. They have vault activation. That's a pain. Okay.
Lingering Souls has lifelink. Not the creatures, the spell.
I think you wanted to equip one of your spirit tokens before doing that, but sure.
Okay, well, fine. I thought they want to leave Shroud on the Knight, which kind of weird because it's not the most valuable card on their board anyway. But
I don't like that play at all.
yeah, it's just playing Lingering Souls on their main.
Ooh, Soulfire Grandmaster making the mistake.
I feel like that's just a
Are you
mistake
ready
of
for
an
the
attack
mistake?
on board.
Yeah,
I mean, I know exactly
you
what you're
see
gonna
it,
do,
yeah.
but
That's just wrong.
yeah. So Mishra's Factory is a card that does something really dumb on defense. So for anyone who's watching this not aware of how this works, it's not blocking with Restoration Angel. That's not happening.
Well,
It's paying 1 mana to turn Mishra's Factory into a 2/2, and then tapping Mishra's Factory after blocking to pump the Assembly Worker to become a 3/3 Assembly Worker. That was just like red on the table, just a bad idea, unless
they have a kill
it's
spell
on
for
purpose and they've got a bolt in hand to kill it. In which case they'd be putting you down a land, but they're currently paying costs, so it's not what they're doing. They're just killing Finks before you get to get the resto off, I guess.
Okay. I might discard Court.
You do have Hero Bladehold in your hand with the Court, but
I don't think this is an opponent I
slow.
want to let the Monarchy happen against. I'd
That's
rather
fair.
draw Balyon Bishop. Okay, so there's no way I can't stop them from getting Elspeth.
Too many creatures at this point that are attacking.
There's like 5 attackers, and I can only make 4 blockers, and this has Menace. There's no way I can stop that. However,
5 attackers, 1 has Menace, and you've got gonna have 4 blockers after the Finks dies. Good news is though, you know for a fact that the Mishra's Factory block works because well, they tapped out for this. They tapped out and paid for their Lingering Souls early for some reason.
yeah, I don't know why they paid for that early. Debating if I should like try and kill these tokens, but like
they're just a couple of 1/1s. It's fine.
the problem is they have Vault.
Yeah, sure, but
No, like this card sucks to fight against.
yeah, but it's Menace, Death Touch, Lifelink, I feel like is worse than 2/1/1 lifelinking ones though, because it's like a similar amount of things going on, but one's harder to block. You know, like Menace, Death Touch is the same as 2/1/1s, except like more restrictive on you.
This is just hero. Okay. Okay.
All right, that's gonna just make a big boy that you can permanently kill if you need it. Okay, so Vault is definitely what they're leaving up here. On the other hand, you kill them right now in how many turns versus what they're doing with those 2 attackers? They kill you in 8. You kill them in about the same. So like you're actually roughly equal right now.
What if I absent the spirit token?
The one that's going to block hero.
Yeah.
The problem is whether or not they do that with the the one that you can't target.
Right, because one's untargetable.
Yeah. If they put up the one with lightning greaves on in front instead, which is the one that they should do, because they can just move lightning greaves if they need to. That's actually pretty good.
Yes.
Kiki being able to Kiki copying what do you call it? The angel would be able to do save anything at instant speed.
Or copy, yeah. Right. Or copy this.
Angel of Invention, yeah, that too.
Alright, so I have to factory this turn. Or else I'm not attacking with 3 creatures.
Right, because it counts when you do the declaration.
It's you have to have attacked, not these did not.
You did not attack with
no,
them.
they're
they
attacking.
are attacking.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You understand, yeah.
I understand where that comes from. Yeah, and I get it. It's very silly. I had a similar problem happen not too recently, or rather, not a problem actually. It was the opposite of a problem. Playing Geist of Saint Traft and a Soul Bond creature at the same time. It's not even actually the similar situation, but it's funny. The one that turns the 2 creatures that are soul bonded into an Ophidian. This is a lot of power in one turn.
Yep. There's the vault activation.
They get to kill Hero of Bladehold, and that's it.
And they take
now the least important thing on your board, unfortunately.
Right. Now they take 11, and if they want to do that again, that's
the ball game.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Because they're doing it to 2/2 tokens.
And they do have 3 cards they could do, but playing Luris would be all of their mana. They can get it 4/4. And they've got 2 cards in hand. You've got flyers though. So that's nice.
Yeah, Luris is their whole turn.
Yep. Equipping a spirit token with that is a weird. I guess may as well consider it to cost nothing to shuffle it around, but
yeah.
It means that they're going to play something and then give that to it instead. It's just a priority check, I guess. Magda.
Makes treasure tokens on attack. Funnily enough, Magda here will be fine because they'll give them the 5th mana. See, now they're like trying to hide that they have this, but they have it, you know? I think I'm just attacking with some tokens. You want to trade with these, go right ahead.
Oh, right. Their spirits are made by Spectral Procession. They've got flying. I forgot about that entirely too.
Otherwise, this vigilance would be coming in, but
yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. They're using Kamigawa spirit tokens there. And
I know
those usually don't have flying, so.
Yeah, because Kamigawa spirit tokens were just 1/1s on the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold the planes because we can filter. Yep, here comes that secret activation they were trying to hide.
Oh no! Incredible. We had no way of knowing this was happening.
Yes, but again, they look colorless. Spirit is white.
Mm.
And whenever this creature attacks,
Create a treasure token. All right, so
they're 8. Okay, they're dead.
They're dead.
So
they're at 8. They had 1 secret blocker on the field. Not really secret. If they did that, they wouldn't be able to activate the vaults.
Yeah, they'd be completely tapped out of all their colored mana. It's,
yeah.
And it's sorcery speed too, so yeah, white,
yeah,
black.
so like this is
or like activate the lava claw, and then they're out of block. Yeah.
Yeah, they were out of moves.
Okay, so
good news, our opponent gasses themselves hard.
One thing
apparently.
One thing that's interesting is that our opponent is like, you know, you see Luris and you're like, oh no, are they going to be like a super aggressive deck with recursion?
No, turns out they're not.
On paper, they could be, but they're not. They could be.
Knight of the Ebon Legion is a card that fulfills multiple roles for what it's worth. It does not need to be an aggressive creature, although it is an aggressive creature.
All right,
something that I learned from playing, I believe it was one of the Challenger decks or something like that, an event deck of some kind, that sometimes Knight of the Ebon Legion exists to just be a knight on the field.
Yeah, but also, like, for them to play it, like, they have to have an untapped black source, which, like, you saw their mana. Their mana looks like...
Yeah, mostly non-black.
There's an argument to be made for Angel of Sanctions. There's an argument to be made to not have Court of Grace.
Because Court of Grace might...
Our opponent is contesting too much on that. I don't like that. Might go with this Angel instead because, like, removal Angel we can do twice. Forces them to have real removal too, 4 toughness. Is this Embalm? Yeah, it's Embalm. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter if this was Embalm or Eternalize, because it'd be 1 power.
An Internalized one would get 1 more power, and that's it.
All right.
Internalize was a weird mechanic to have. It's one of those sort of fake mechanics that played fine, honestly. Well, if they're as slow as they were last time, this is actually a slightly better start for you than last time.
Yeah, you got a War Marshal, and the War Marshal can feed into Adeline.
Yeah.
On 3, which is a really good, like, feed. Hero Blade Hold to follow that up. Ooh, boy. I forgot about Involvement and Internalize being in the same block. It sucked. It was that was a mistake, and I want them to know that it was a mistake. I don't think they recognize it as such.
It's a lot. It's similar to the problem of Morph and Megamorph being the same mechanic in the same block.
Imagine if there was Flashback and like
Unearth
Jumpstart in the same set.
Huh. Okay, yeah. It's like not only the 2 mechanics are basically the same mechanic first and foremost, which is kind of the thing. However, there is memory issues with the 2 of them of which is which wouldn't. They're both words that start with E first off that have a similar effect. So you have to look at the cards every single time you look at them to see which one it has.
Yep. I could not give less of a shit about a 2/1.
Which mobile is awful.
I'm sorry that you exploded. No. So their attack here is like maybe the worst attack in the history of attacks. Because
they can swing
they
in
trade
their
with a token that was
against a Mog War Marshal.
That was going to die anyway.
Yeah. Micaeus for 2. All right, that's just a 2/2.
It might be a card I make into a vehicle. I don't know. That might be bad.
Lunark does sound like a car, you know, right? Like the Honda Lunark or something like that.
Yeah.
A little bit late figure, but that's kind of the secret wonder of a figure is that it kind of works at all speeds, right? It just works best when it's your first card you play an entire game.
Micaeus as a vehicle would be a pretty bad thing to turn into a vehicle, you're right. Because it would still just have all of its text.
Yeah, the rest of his text doesn't require him to be a creature, so.
Hello.
It's like you gave that goblin token unblockable.
Okay. 2 cards
or
left
rather,
in hand.
can't be blocked.
I'm going with Fable here because I want the treasure tokens off it pretty soon. They'd have to have a trick here.
Do they not?
They can just
They have to have
recur
something like.
this.
I guess, yeah, but at the same time,
That seems really bad.
out of all the things that they could have blocked with it, you know, it just like that feels like the wrong thing.
Bolt. Sure, okay.
Braid. Okay, there it is.
Sure.
Now it makes sense. They
Their hands removal.
spent a braid on it. Yeah. Well, their hand is 1 card now. Also,
Yeah,
they decided Luris out, I guess. But never mind.
Yeah.
He was comfortably there the entire game, so I figured if he wasn't there now, then, you know.
Yes, Banzai then Lapse are both in the queue. We had to pick on both of them.
Is the black one in?
Deshopes, I don't think so.
That's unfortunate.
I'd...
It'd be nice to have all 3 of the non-blue counters in here.
The card's too unplayable, sadly.
I understand. I'm just saying.
Sure. That's Orium's Thunder.
I am just saying, though, imagine a deck that's just nothing but Dash Hopes. That's unbeatable.
You get to resolve 3 spells. And that's it.
Actually, if it's nothing but dash hooves, that
Then
does
you can't
mean
win.
you die
You can't win.
inevitably because you can't win. All right, bygone bishop to start getting a hand back.
Mm-hmm. Well, slowly.
Slowly, but that's the point of clue tokens. They get you cards back
Also,
slow.
honestly, to me, I want an evasive creature right now.
That's fair.
Micaeus is going to be too big on the ground to be able to do anything about for a while. Okay. Sure.
Maybe turning Micaeus into a car isn't a bad idea. And the reason I have there why is like, well, yeah, the other text on Micaeus is going to still be relevant. It's also their only actual creature right now.
Yeah. Maybe this is play hero and end step Micaeus becomes a car.
Especially if they're going to stay stuck on 4, you know? And if they draw a land, then that kind of like that's the only time where you'd have like a difference in opinion about what you're going to do next turn, and or rather at the end of this step. It depends. And if they do draw a land, then like they're just going to pump Micaeus anyway, right?
Well, Micaeus, like, just pumps on tab.
Right, okay.
So here they can kill another token.
Okay, so they've got a card in hand.
Nope.
Never mind.
Everybody get in the car. What if they don't know they can still use Micaeus?
It's possible. They've made some oversights before that you know, more experienced players wouldn't. So it's entirely possible that they don't know.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hero Bladehold creating 3/2s on attack is pretty good.
Uh-huh. Side boss, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome. We're here for crushing.
They didn't even bother blocking because they didn't see that they could come back from this. All right, fair enough.
I love that we just put Micaeus in the Pope Mobile, and that was it. Legendary artifact, creature, human cleric, vehicle, Micaeus in the Pope Mobile.
Well, currently he's not a human cleric vehicle.
True.
That's only the. And in fact, actually, even if you do crew him, he doesn't get those types back.
I know, but look, this is Micaeus in the Pope Mobile. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Does our opponent have the strength movement to do reading cards? Ooh, that's sadly not. But
in that case, they didn't have the mana to crew it anyway. So like,
right,
sorry, not mana to crew. You power to crew. But
yes.
Sorry, vehicles are what they are. I actually just operated that entire like second half of that game not remembering how vehicles work.
Don't worry, they didn't need to know either. All we needed
Yeah.
to know was that there's a 5-5 on the board, and if we put the 5-5 into a car, it stopped working. Ugh. Hmm. $336 players is quite low. I guess I usually play these on like later days, but that still seems.
I mean, this one just started, right? So
yeah, I guess it is. I usually play them on later days. Okay, would you like to play first? Yes.
I would imagine that a lot of people play this.
Sorry.
Oh man, this is like the only hand that you're gonna see that could actually impersonate an aggressive hand. Sorry, it's a one-lander though.
Yeah, that's a pain. Nothing we can really do about that because this is just not. No way, no. Like I would need to draw 2 lands running, and then the hand would be very good. If I don't do that, the hand is just the worst thing in the world.
And that's 2 lands running is not a. That is not an over 50% chance.
No, it's about a 50% chance.
That's what I'm saying. It's not over.
Yeah,
That's what I'm at.
Yeah, it's 16 and 33.
If it was over, then it'd be more comparable. Like if it was a 2-land needing to grab 1. Well, this is worse.
Yeah, okay. I've been taking a task for it. That's fine.
This is
sure.
okay. This is not bad.
Fine.
Actually, this is not. This is a better 5, I think, than either that 1 or that 7 or 6.
I'm gonna keep
Get rid of the
here.
court easily, and you get rid of.
I might get rid of.
I think you keep the bishop. Is the most
yeah,
important
keep the
thing.
bishop. Court down.
Adversary is fine as just a 2-drop, and you might want that. Do you think that you want that more than the Finks?
No, because I think if we're winning, I want to be bishop into bodies.
Into Finks? That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Adversary does have the advantage of
These are
playing both speeds.
I'll do it that way.
I guess the other argument I had in favor of not adversaries that you did still have something to do on 2 with Misha's Factory.
Right.
If you give him the chance. Bishop is the thing that's going to save this hand, though, I think. So the idea here is to play Intrepid Adversary as your 4 instead of as your as a 2 then, huh?
Well, never mind. No factory beats today.
Factory on defense is fine, though, actually.
All right. +1. They get through here. +2. They super get through here.
Yeah, you're not going down a land.
Nope, can't afford it.
I'm assuming Bygone Bishop here is dead.
The Gorger attacks for another 4. And then we played Adversary as a 3-1. 4 cards in hand.
I was really hoping they were going to miss a land drop and they were going to be stuck on 2.
Yeah, sadly, that's not the case here. Well,
there goes.
Discard's pretty good against, yeah.
I'm actually glad to see them choose the hero. I know that the hero is powerful, but of those, it's like the ideal would have been the Fable. The Fable would have been the best thing for them to have taken for you, but importantly, you have a lifelinker on board now.
Yes, that's the reason I feel okay about pushing.
Yeah.
So they get Toshiro's Memory, which is a 2/3 that taps her black, for instance, in sorceries.
Which that's actually that's a reference to like an in design version of Toshiro the card, right?
The
creature Toshiro.
Jite you had add black.
Right. Okay.
During its Okay, so we're gonna be taking 4 here. They get a treasure plus the theft. How bad is it?
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Can't play it.
That would have been really nice to have.
That would have been really nice to have, yeah.
Is that on Intrepid Adversary?
And I think we got
Intrepid Adversary. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't remember that name all of a sudden. Would have been really nice.
Well, I'm missing a lifelink. I just wanted that, of all things, to work. Well, I didn't block because it was a 4-2 against a 2-1, and I was planning on attacking instead. I figured I figured being aggressive was the better play there than being defensive.
All right, since they attacked with just this and not the Falcon Wrath Gorger, they are going to try and catch Misha's factory in a move, I think.
Probably just let Bagon Bishop bounce it then, because they didn't.
That's fine.
They used fire right here. This is fire. I don't think they have another copy of fire. Okay, they have a copy of Liliana.
And that's +2/-1.
-2/-1, yeah.
-2/-1, sorry, not +2/-1. Although, actually, +2/-1 would be kind of a cool mechanical thing for that to be.
Kills my board pretty effectively.
As a 4 toughness thing, that ain't bad.
That might be the play here.
Either that or just Precinct Captain leap up the other clue token. Or crack clue token looking for land and then either Captain or Fable.
Here we're going to push for damage on Liliana.
Mm-hmm. Is this a Lulu that makes zombies?
Yeah, this is the like.
No. Well, her emblem does, but not any of her previous ones.
Yes.
So that's actually kind of nice as one of the less bored by herself Lilianas.
Well, her ult is but yeah. But why though?
Alright, so they have some way to save Ragavan, I'm assuming.
Then do it.
Yeah. Otherwise, giving you the chance to just kill Ragavan's a weird choice. Right?
Yeah, I mean it
You
sucks.
didn't need to attack
but
with Ragavan for that, then.
It sucks, but like our life total is a little precarious, and that's a problem. Two in hand. Firebolt Engrave.
Firebolt Engrave costs how much?
5.
Alright, so they're far off from that.
Yes.
They've been missing a number of land drops. Which I don't think that matters for them. They likely top out at 3, I'm going to assume. But, you know, it does mean that they don't have the ability to just play that.
There's land. Sure, turn off the first strike on that.
Rabblemaster
Ugh.
is pretty rough. And then they will pull out that they've been keeping, what is it, Fire Blast in their hand for the entire game. And if that happens, then good on them, honestly.
Okay.
Liliana is end of your opponent's end step, right?
Yeah, this goes away at the end of turn.
Okay, so they can't cast it twice to kill the Precinct Captain.
These can both go. Oh!
Oh,
Brutal.
I'm sorry.
Brutal. That ain't cutting it at all.
All right, catch something with the factory. I get like that's your only option, really. But they know about it. They played around it at the start of the games. They know what you're doing with Mishra's factory. Hello, Yawgmoth.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about having problems against the actual aggressive player. This is the actual aggressive player.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't even have a fantastic start.
No.
Is the wild thing. Their start could definitely be way more aggressive and way more deadly.
Sadly, you don't have a lot to tune the deck for that, do we?
Not really. A lot of the cards that you have in here are decent against the aggressive player if they manage to show up, but they gotta show up.
I need to take the court out. Oh, or it's not gonna. Well,
Card of Grace didn't keep your.
I didn't hit submit in time.
Oh, whoops.
I hit submit on a previous keep. This is still fine.
This ain't bad, yeah. It has Skyclave Apparition, importantly, pretty good.
Mm-hmm. If the court is on, it's quite good.
Divine Visitation and Court together.
It's always
pretty nice,
It's
actually.
always a 4/4.
Yeah.
It actually hands off vigilance as well. Okay.
All right, so this is a hand that, if you get to it, can be quite deadly. Well, rip Germ Token, I guess.
Always rip Germ Token.
Okay, that's not bad. You can say, get out of here. Stop this.
Worst case, they beat me to saying it even. I was going to say worst case is Rabble Master out of them. But the reason for this is that Rabble Master alone contests the court.
Yep. So why not wait on court, especially since you just got the fifth land, until after you play the Divine Visitation.
Yeah.
Although it is definitely mechanically better for the court to be down first before it, but whatever.
We're fine.
Yeah.
So I just need Elspeth to not die.
Yeah, if Elspeth survives, she makes angels from now on, which is pretty good. Well,
That's tough.
that's really hard to make sure Elspeth doesn't die. Oof.
You're asking a lot.
You're telling me that Elspeth can die real easily, huh? Okay, actually, nope, hold on. The fact that they only swung you with this is kind of nice, then. I know they want to keep the Route Master. It makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Kill spell on Skyclave Apparition pass. Bob.
Dark Confidant. Bob. I respect our opponent.
Hello.
All right, so they're going to have a hell of a time dealing with this.
So what if Elspeth made 4/4 flying Sarah? You know, what if Elspeth made Sarah Angel?
Elspeth making Sarah Angel is that's a fair card, I think.
Yeah.
They've made fair Elspeths. This is one of them. Elspeth is an interesting planeswalker from the perspective of like seeing what a high value set of abilities at different costs is like, because there are so many very identical Elspeth planeswalkers.
Yeah. A lot of one of the tricks that Elspeth kind of plays is that she's been playable in almost basically every incarnation, not at the same level.
There was a weaker but still okay 5-mana Elspeth.
That one was still quite good because it made a bunch of tokens.
Yeah. The 6
Annex, which whenever a non-token dies, a token gets made, and a token.
All right. That makes sense. They want Elspeth dead now. Okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they've only got one other goblin, so what's their plan to kill Elspeth properly this turn?
Okay, so like...
That's what I'm thinking too.
Just go full on. They have to get 6 damage through still.
Because they're gonna sack these, right? And then response and like direct them at Elspeth instead.
That's still only 3 damage. 3, 4. They have to get their entire board away to do that.
Or no, they gotta do. They seem like they know what they're doing. Yeah. Oh, they didn't. Okay, never mind.
So that's 5 tokens on their side of the field.
Interesting that they didn't sack the Rabble Master.
That's enough to kill Elspeth.
Okay, if they do this, then they can't kill Elspeth with the bombardment then, unless they also have a card for it.
Another creature, perhaps. Not like the court is free. Oh my god, they are going for it. Because Annex makes a token.
Oh, right. Annex makes a creature. Okay, they are going for it. They're going to wipe. This is a wipe.
But then the court is the freest thing in the world to play.
Yeah.
But they have to do this.
Give you yes, this is completely reasonable of them.
It sucks for them, but they have to do this.
Hmm. That is a efficient, not efficient. It's the opposite of that. It is an impressive way. Oh my god. Hold on. Mog War Marshal. Mog War Marshal. You can't play it, but man. 2 angels.
So it has to be combat damage to steal the monarchy, by the way.
Yes, Goblin Bombardment does not work.
That's an important part about the monarchy.
And
awkward, but I think the factory up is better.
Not a haster, okay.
Anyway, court's on.
Resto, huh?
Yep.
A little awkward at the moment.
I think we just passed. We have a lot of instants.
You know it's not awkward is when you play that on Mog War Marshal and get another angel out of it.
It's funny because we get vigilance on the tokens now. Flicker can only target creatures.
Yeah.
We can't flicker the... I would have to unexpectedly absent top of deck the Batterbone, and then it would make a 5/5.
Which, the thing is, though, is that it... Okay, the question is, how does that interact... Does Batterbone interact with the court? Does it actually generate it equipped?
Yeah.
As the angel?
Basically, you're replacing the token. And...
Is a replacement effect? All right.
Yeah. That card's never attacking.
Krenko's cool, but Krenko needs a street open. 4 toughness. 4 toughness is probably going to be pretty relevant. Goodbye.
I'm just going to play Resto and double block here.
could also play Resto, activate Mishra's Factory, put Mishra's Factory in the way, and then block with the Mishra's Factory, and then play the Resto on the Mishra's Factory mid-combat to have blocked with Mishra's Factory, but then picked it back up. I don't know. That's probably a much dumber way of doing things and likely not good, but it is funny.
I want to keep up unexpectedly absent. I'm gonna be real with
Understandable,
you
yeah. And you didn't want to play it on something that would give them a benefit for having played it again. What the hell is this? This is
D&D.
I guess. Oh, yeah, okay. What a... That card feels annoying. You don't have you have 6 or 7 sources of red mana in the deck, right? You're just not getting any of them?
there's I think 5 or 6.
Because you do have the mountains, and you had 4 fixing lands, I believe. It might have been 3 fixing lands.
So they want to make infinite goblins. This is a good combo.
Get. Damn. Dang, how deep is that? Oh, wow. All right.
Gone.
Well, understandable, because, if that's gone, then, what are they going to do?
Because, with this card, they would attack and make 6 goblins, and then, then they would actually be able to steal the monarchy and have,
Yes.
bombardment going.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, they were going to attack with Krenko just once, but that would have generated quite a lot anyway.
Okay, so the Court of Grace that I wanted to cut won the game. That's
awkward.
So,
in the right circumstances, actually extremely good as...
Yeah, weird. You're a mono white deck.
Thinking that taking the red out entirely is a good idea?
Basically.
Well, if that's the case, you get to bring in Benlish Marshall and... Yes, so the 1-drop? Is Toolcraft Exemplar playable?
It's a 1/1 that needs me to have Batterbone.
Batterbone or Clues.
Maul or Clue.
Yeah, so not really. It's just a 1-drop to be a 1-drop.
That might be worth it.
It'll be better later in the game if it's a later draw, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, FTK. Worth keeping the land. Like, it's oh yeah, sure. That's actually... You're right. Cannon is worth it just on the splash. Late game, 6th land, we don't need that.
Oh wait, hold on. I just realized this is that this is new, that you roll a die to see who goes first every time now?
Wait, did that roll?
Yeah, it just said that it rolled the die, and Jay Celso won the flip.
It shouldn't.
Rolled the die roll.
It shouldn't. It should... Maybe that's lying.
Yeah, maybe that's just it's saying that as a text thing.
So it's funny. This hand's awkward because like factory means, oh no, how am I supposed to play these threes? Every land of the deck is the answer to that question.
Yeah, regardless of what
Every
land you were getting
land of the
anyway.
deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Usher, because Usher can make a 1/1 on the next turn if nothing else.
The giant killer it's the exile large creature on the adventure, I'm assuming, or destroy large creature.
Yeah, 4 or higher power.
Gotcha. Oh, that's good.
Will they let me attack here? I would say there's no way, right?
They do let you attack here though, because you can just attack with the factory instead.
I just play factory.
Ah, right. Yes. Sorry. Every now and again, I forget that Manlands is in fact still. Yeah. They're still guys.
I'm gonna hold the giant killer.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like.
Got targets for it.
I don't like playing it. If they play, I hope it's not the freaking Goblin Rabble. Okay, that's fine.
That's a good target for Skyclave Apparition. Because Ophiomancer is miserable.
A little bit, especially with like the... Hold on, who deals the damage? It's.
So yeah, Ophiomancer and Mask of... Yeah, that sucks.
It, huh?
That sucks. That makes sense. It sucks. Oh god, Ophiomancer.
Trying to think if I care more about the snake or the mask right now. They're both bad.
I think snakes are going to be on the ground. Ideally, you kill them in the air. You can also turn... Ophiomancer being a car is awful, actually. They still get the snake every turn. The snake every turn is going to stuff so much shit.
If I turn the snake into the car, then they get more snakes because they don't control a snake. So then they'll have a snake and another snake.
And that snake is a car now.
And then
where's the sheriff?
So, I don't like that. Ugh.
That's a fine thing to turn into a car.
That's a fine thing to giant killer.
Oh, right. You have giant killer. That's the better move with that. Yeah.
Yeah, just get that the hell out of here. It's a siege rhino. You're trying to be.
And you get to cast the giant killer itself anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, having a tapper lets you get swing past the snake at least.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting here thinking if I want to wait a turn for like win the Bygone Bishop.
Oh, fair.
Comes
That's
down.
Not bad. You've addressed enough of their threats that you're not under a significant amount of pressure now after having cast it.
I also still have
yeah.
Turn to car.
Yeah.
So if they play like another 5, that's like, the hell play or something like that. We could have turned this into a car too. Wouldn't have been too bad. But like, this is just such a nice, clean answer. I wanted to
They
take
can't
it.
catch us if frogs are cars.
God damn it. All right, so what's your play? Annex is a car sucks.
Yep. Unfortunately, your opponent plays mostly good creatures.
Yeah, that's sort of the problem here, ain't it?
Rabble Master would still make the goblin every turn, too.
Yes.
Again, the valuable thing though is that while NX sucks to see here, at the very least you're not under tremendous pressure at the very second. So
I'm worried about long game pressure with Annex, but that's
yeah.
deal withable.
Do you have any pickup to hand effects in this deck? Not really, right? It's just flickers.
There's a flicker in top of deck. Not to hand.
If
no
you
bounce.
absolutely have to, you can unexpectedly absent your own giant killer and target NX with, unless it's mana value.
It's power.
Okay. And then target that with that. That's a misery play, but you know, it's one of those available plays that you do if you have to.
Bob.
Bob is also a terrible thing to turn into a car. Easy swing at this on this turn at least, though.
Yeah, we need to make a 1/1 and then.
I hate Ophiomancer. Each upkeep is a it sucks so bad.
All right, Bob, what you got for us?
Cards that make things on each upkeep are usually, you know, like they cost 6 or 7. Ophiomancer costs 3, and the thing it makes has Death Touch.
Okay, so they're gonna blood to discard. Yeah, Fiery Temper. Okay.
Oh, that is devious. I love that. What a play. Turn to car as defense.
That's my move.
They can't catch you if spirits are cars.
They can't.
Giorno, I hate your power so fucking much.
Hate it.
Inverse Bizarro Giorno, I hate your card so fucking much. Stop using it.
They should not be attacking with Snake. Okay, I'll take 3.
They have to have something that they're playing onto this board, right? Like they have to if they're attacking.
So they have Dragon Rage Channeler. Just 3 card types, not 4. Liliana, sure.
Liliana to kill. Liliana can only kill that token.
Correct.
They're gonna pick some. Oh, they're picking up something from the grave. All right, they pick up Yawgmoth then.
They milled away Yawgmoth.
Because is Liliana any card or creature? It has to be creature, right?
Yeah.
It's not green.
And then equip Mask. Okay. So then we just go.
I know you still have time because you can play fast magic, but we are running out.
I know.
You're gonna swing in with the factory as well?
Yes.
Or are you gonna leave up Clue Token at the end? Okay.
Now, where's the 1/1 gonna go? I don't know.
I mean, it will probably be to the right of Kitchen Finks, I think.
No, but who's it attacking?
Oh, I believe that whenever you do this, it
Hold on.
says attacking the player, right?
Well, here's the thing. I'm just gonna ignore Liliana.
Yeah. Okay. They've got 2 life.
And Bob.
And Bob. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, you're good.
That's what I thought. I thought they were gonna end step kill their own Bob.
They trusted Bob, which I can respect.
I mean,
if they lost Bob,
look,
then
look.
that's how it worked.
Look, everyone knows.
Any cost.
Any cost. That you, like, because right now, in order to beat me at 13, they still have Adeline and Finks to get through. And like,
yeah, and Finks is hard to get through.
And like, I also have a draw 3 refill on the next turn. Like, which, you know, as we know.
And that's assuming you don't draw something relevant instead. Because if you drew one of your biggies, then you would have that, and your biggies are quite impressive.
Yes. And they also can't use, like, Annex can't block. Yes, yeah, we just clear into a car. I think this car spell fucking sucks.
I think this card spell fucking rules. It's counterspell, yeah.
Counterpoint, I countered a fiery temper with it, which is...
It's good. I liked it. You have to imagine that your opponent was like exactly as excited as everyone else when you did that.
Turn to car. Counterspell.
Turn to car on defense to prevent them from getting a 3/3.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And I'm never turning it back on again, like.
Yeah. I mean, it was just sitting there for most of that game anyway, just having been an O-ring. So
yeah. The problem was I didn't want them to have a 3/3, obviously. Like, we were in a position where we're racing.
Backlight Apparition is such a ridiculous card.
All right, final.
Permanent, and they don't even actually get it back. They just get a dude.
Yeah. All right, Whippy Bones 1, born in the year 2001.
1901.
2001.
I mean, 2001 is like reasonable, but that's not.
I like 1901 better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to play first. Oh, right, our deck is multi. Okay, here's the hope. Our opponent's like Wrath.deck, and they have no idea what they're doing against this. Everything's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, what are they gonna play? Like 1-drops?
Well, okay. That solves that. Figure of Destiny forgives most sins.
I'm gonna do this right now.
Yeah. Understandable.
We're not getting caught.
Your pants need to not be down.
They want to kill it. They want okay.
Ooh, it's Bob. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, Bob.
Equipping the mall to Figure of Destiny right now is basically like leveling it up.
Yes.
Okay,
Any cost, good.
Uh-huh. This is the greatness of the phrase right here.
Anyone who can do that has greatness.
Kill Bob. Or do you leave Bob to help you along? Yeah, understandable. You don't actually give them extra cards.
I think it's second to draw here. The final Bob. We still control 2 4-power creatures. The only episode you think we were gonna curve out? No. If we draw a land, we go Divine Visitation into Angel of Invention and the game ends.
Oh man, Angel of Invention making 2
4/4s, 5/5s,
2
yeah.
4/4s is 5/5s, yeah, is fucked up. That's understandable. Their hand was good.
All right, pile of removal. They just answered everything.
What did they sack the bone shards?
Discard a card is one of the lines in that card you can use.
Right.
Anyway. All right, does your deck play the Edict?
The Edict or
the
that
Feed?
one enchantment destroying card in black?
Yeah, that
one or two.
One card. Feed. Soul Steel. Yes. Oh, don't do
Soul Steel!
it. Okay. So, that's the game, right?
When you make 12 power, win 1 card right here?
Yeah.
Probably. They could have another 2 removal spells, in which case Adeline will create angels as well anyway, right? So
On attack, yeah. Anyway, here's the deck. Servos, please.
servos. Dang, these servos are really good.
Beefy.
What? This angel is a master technician.
Sure, okay. Draw a card off your chef. They're dead next turn to flying damage.
Mm-hmm. And if they even if they gain 2 life, you can still kill them anyway.
Yeah.
Started building 60 card decks to play with buds.
Nice.
And I looking at Divine Visitation, I want to make some stupid shit around Divine Visitation now. Oops, all angels.
Yeah. Like in here, it's funny in here because like we didn't, we didn't intend for Divine Visitation to be like the core of this deck.
And in fact, we've actually I don't think we've considered removing it. I think that's one of the ones that we haven't, but
Yeah.
still, like maybe on like the first game or two, we would have thought like maybe not. Turns out you have exactly enough. Oh no, that's understandable.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block.
They would have to have they'd have to have specifically lightning bolt proper or It's like one other red that does that at
Omae Wabo
chain lightning.
Shinderu.
Chain lightning. Or Omae Wabo Shinderu. Yeah.
Or because here's the thing about Adeline. It makes an attacking token.
Oh yeah, that's right. It makes an attacking token.
Uh-huh. It is tapped. It is a flying vigilance tapped token. You know.
Man, when Adeline is also Geist of St. Trash, that's pretty good. Also, the Geist of St. Trash Angel sticks around, I guess.
Also,
that's alright, I guess.
Also, it comes out on the turn you play it rather than...
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
That's a question. What? That's the... That is... Oh, wait, hold up.
This is a replacement effect.
So that should work.
That's
that
right,
is actually...
Because it came in tapped.
Yeah. That's definitely a bug, for sure, yeah.
Alright, you got like a Wrath of God for me? So that I can kill you with Sky Maul? Yeah, like it wouldn't be tapped. Bit Blast! Yeah! Holy shit. I'm in love. I love Bituminous Blast. This card kicked so much. Here goes. Bituminous Blast in Unlicensed Disintegration. Kill spell. Into kill spell. Into kill spell. It's good.
I'm actually surprised they targeted one of the angels with that instead of Adeline, but fair enough.
Yeah, this is a show me what you got sort of. And you know what? Thank you for showing me the cool spells.
I mean, if I'm going to assume they had at least one other out.
Yeah. All right, so sideboarding.
Because Bituminous Blast is Cascade off of a 5, so
Yes.
there are. They might have had Damnation proper.
Yeah,
in
they
there,
might have been going for Damnation proper. Yeah, tapped attacking. I mean, it came in tapped, so clearly.
Yeah, that is a full-on bug then.
Do I want to have red?
Not sure. I'm impressed at how well this deck is performing, by the way. I would not have expected it to go even 2-0.
Right.
Well,
We're in Outpost Siege. Our opponent seems like a long game haver. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're just removal, and long game. Honestly, there's not a lot I want to cut even in that instance because a lot of our creatures are still like good late. Add a red source. Because we added a red card. I think they have to have like one target for the giant killer, but the problem is like we can't keep it for one, right? Oof. Are you ready for oof? All right, everybody ready for oof? So our opponent has had a problem. They missed a land.
They kept a very spicy hand. All right, they kept a one drop, one lander that had Dark Confidant in it.
Yeah.
So they were betting on getting one, and they did get one, but on the second drop. So
Yeah.
ooh, Intrepid Adversary is nice to see.
Yeah.
Figure is 135 for the costs, right?
136.
136. Okay.
Then with the factory, it's a little.
So you're thinking Finks this turn, and then factory and figure next turn, or
Probably.
because you can wait one more, and you might be able to get Intrepid Adversary down for 2 instead of for well, for 6 as opposed to 4.
Mm. So like, I'm only hitting them for 2 here. I'm not, I'm just doing that so they can't like Bob trade, even though I don't think they'd do that.
Right.
I don't want to allow them to do that.
Not when you have the activation up. It's not going to happen.
But that's why I didn't play factory. All right, so Bob activation number 1 gets them their lands, of course. I mean, higher chance of that. All right. So they're going to be mana restricted for some time. And unlicensed disintegration only kills so much.
It's understandable that why they did the templating change from, attacks each turn if able versus attacks each combat.
Yes.
The latter is much more simple, and also they managed to make it sort of a flavor thing when they did do that template change, because the first card that had that was Zergo. So the first card that had it, to make them even more bloodthirsty than all the other cards that, attack like that, and then moved on and just kept on doing it. Yeah, it's kind of a fun fun way of doing things.
Think about adversary here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't imagine it living either, but I see adversary attack all out. Or do I even attack with figure?
Figure just dies if you do that, right?
So. It trades with Dockside Chef and Legion Warboss and doesn't kill Bob. That's awkward.
Given that figure is not threatened right now, and then will get even larger soon.
I'm still okay trading, I think, here, though. Because the Warboss feeds into the Dockside Chef, which feeds into their card advantage engine. Ragavan off the top. So Ragavan, 5 unknowns, no land in the actually 1 possible land in the unknowns. Immersturm Predator. I guess it's a car. Now, then the question this turn is, do I want to attack with Intrepid Adversary and force the block out of Confidant?
That's not bad. I like that here.
Well,
specifically.
I don't think so, because then I lose my board advantage.
Oh, right. Yeah,
it's
that's the +1/+1 is attached to adversary. All right, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then hey, if they double block Mishra's Factory, well, rip to them.
All right. This is an opponent who knows greatness at any cost. I love an opponent who knows greatness at any cost. What's the cost today?
All right. What have you got, buddy? Go to 1!
At any cost. My hand is Ragavan and Judith right now. Whenever a creature control dies, opponent loses a life and you gain 1 life. Okay.
Okay, so they're gonna eat. Are they going to try and eat Ragavan? And then like, no, wait, they can't. So they have to eat the token here or Dark Confidant to be able to. Well, they don't have to do it right now.
No, they don't.
But, and if they do, they're gonna eat the Immersturm Predator anyway. That's what it is.
They're gonna eat the damn Bob. Oh, or they're doing Dragon Fodder.
Okay, so they are they're depending on Bob to draw land then, huh?
Well, they have a sack outlet.
Oh, Immersturm Predator can do. Okay, it can do that. All right.
Oh, God.
Your motherfucking life ends 30 minutes from now.
I think what I do is I just play hero and pass.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Let's let them ask the question, how many creatures are you sacrificing? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, next turn we can come on in.
Because they have to sack things now, and the thing is that they have to also sack the correct number of things.
Yeah, by the time they see the card, it's too late.
Yeah. So they need to sack a lot, is the thing.
Or to sack Bob.
Or sack Bob.
But the moment they sack Bob, then I just get to be aggressive. Judith does not trigger on token creatures for the 1 damage off Judith. So. But Judith is also quite good.
Oh no. Your figure. Their car got a token.
Cards in hand are currently Ragavan, Judith, 2 unknowns. There's Judith. Whew. Okay.
Can't do it yet anyway.
Not bad. Also worth noting, we're at a point where Inner Storm Predator is a threat.
Is a creature again, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically is a creature again.
Useless. Really wanted that to be a mounted war marshal so that I didn't have any problems. Yeah, suddenly we're in a very bad position because we don't have reach around at our opponent here, and we don't have, and we're going to slowly get burned down by Bastion plus
Predator. And Chef, actually, because Chef is always going to draw cards.
Correct.
So.
Priest can, like, edict our Finks, but I just don't care about it. Inverstorm Predator can attack pretty easily. I guess we hold them back. The Priest of Forgotten rituals is at least not really useful. Edicting us once doesn't do anything. It just flickers the Finks. Oh boy. Goblins are starting to get a little outrageous. At least this is nice. We'll get to clean some of the goblins off the table. Oh, never mind.
They're just... What are they doing?
Looks like sacking some goblins to clean up. They have to be careful.
They only have one flying creature.
They have to be quite careful about like management of the board here. If they sack their resources,
they're not really capable of attacking in much. Even a little bit of overreach does kill them.
Well, they gain life off Bastion, so that gives them a buffer zone.
Yeah.
They sacked the Rabble Master.
Oh, because they didn't want to have things that are forced to attack?
Yeah. Holy shit.
They're being extremely careful.
Yeah,
then.
so they are. This is a player who knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Because the line of text from Rob Master is that he makes other goblins attack, right? That's the thing. The goblins themselves don't have must attack each turn of Fable. So if Rabble Master is dead, then you keep the goblins and they become like controllable again.
If they want to kill adversary, they have to sacrifice a real creature to do so. Or like Ragavan has to go. You can't do it off of a token. Judith won't trigger that way. I think sacking Ragavan to draw a card to kill adversary is a pretty good move here for their end of turn. They have 2 black floating, so it's pretty free as well. Okay.
They sacked Judith.
No, that's just Judith trigger.
Sorry. Yeah, they didn't sack Ragavan though.
Yeah, they sacked the priest itself.
Okay.
I guess they figure they don't have the food to edict every turn. That's weird. I feel like this is more valuable than Ragavan here. Ragavan's never hitting me. This is a fool's dream. That card ever dealing damage to me. Are we still in combat? What is happening?
They are deep in the tank, is what they are.
Okay.
Unlicensed disintegration. Target. Hold up. So they also need to sack something else.
No.
This is why they kept the Ragavan, right?
This is just destroy target creature if you control an artifact.
Oh, right. And then it deals damage to you. My bad. Yeah. All right. Things have gotten pretty bad.
Yeah, we lost most of our board. Even here, I think I'm still willing to trade Finks for that. I don't know. I mean,
You have a blocker still, so yeah, I don't mind that either.
I don't know. Mostly because this Sphinx is dead as hell anyway, because it has 1 toughness now.
Yeah, and you have
It has 3 power right now because of Judith. I can't do this.
And you have this entire thing is going to be relying on what you draw next anyway.
Okay. Divine Visitation or something. All right, we're
That's not doing nothing.
dead on board.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right. So go to game 3.
Yeah. Okay, we have a much better idea of their deck. This seems like a lot better of a card right now.
Their value engine is a big part of it.
Yeah. Not a lot for Toolcraft to get. I think I am okay cutting out the. Five and then add. Okay, final. Last one manually. Sunbaked stays. Hey, can draw a card. Yeah, we got him to 1, and then they bashed and turned the game right around. Could not find that last point. I like their deck though. They got a really interesting like sacrifice and then like payoff going on there. All right, would you like to play first? Yes. Five lands, including factory and a triple white. I don't hate it because Visitation is one of the cards I think beats them outright. But we also could just lose outright to this. I'm going to try it. Like, having visitation active means that there's a lot of cards we can draw that are just like, here's way too huge a board.
Yeah.
I just don't like how slow this is. I can't even early factory because of Marshall. And Marshall's just here as a 3/3 no text. Want to see 3 lands and a cast out off Windbrisk Heights. Or something like that.
Oof.
Ooh. That sucks because that's every 2-drop in the deck.
But thankfully, you do cast the card on Windbrick's Heights, right? So,
Yes.
so you will be able to get. You basically will maybe get like a pretty easy double counter on it.
Yep. If they Ragavan on 1, are we dead? Ugh.
You had a strong. It was a strong possibility, and I think the answer was yes.
Yeah. It's a 0 mana discount, but it's a mid-combat trick, which makes it more interesting. Hey,
Okay, Benelish Marshall as a 3/3.
alright.
That probably dies if I had to guess.
If it dies, they're not playing a Legion Warboss / Goblin Ravenlaster.
Mm-hmm.
Which... Damn it.
Only for comedy.
Only for comedy. Okay.
You have a play against it.
That gets the job done. We're not yet at the moment. So visitation, and then we need to draw a token maker. Elspeth.
Elspeth would be nice. Wow.
Fucking Magic
Back
the
to
Gathering.
back, huh?
Magic the Gathering, everybody.
Magic is currently happening. Did you know that?
God damn it.
At least you get to. At least it's not killing the war chief. That's
Yeah.
Marshall. That's not bad.
All right, so don't draw cold. No. Deck,
That's
come
miserable.
on.
Come on, game. Well, okay. You were likely playing this anyway, so you have now a chance for the deck to start to pay off.
So I want...
You dug through so much land.
There's currently 1 land on the bottom with 3 in my hand. There's 8 land in the 27 cards.
Lightning Skelemental.
I don't give a shit.
That's actually fine. That's just 6 damage to our face, I guess.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you want us to discard cards? Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh, no. Then they're going to Bone Shards, discarding... Yep, so now I have no board. They're going to get in for 11, put me to 5. Yeah, no disrespect to the Lightning Skelemental, just, you know...
The discard is maybe the most useless discard.
The 6 damage is
attached.
what's killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be Angel off the top or Elspeth off the top. Those are, I think, the two. I would
The
accept.
moment they see what you discard, they'll understand.
Planes. 5 life.
Come on.
Fear the settle. Damn it. So they give me for exactsies here.
This is not a. This is merely pointing out again, using it only for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
If you had waited 3 turns to play the Windbrisk Kites, you would have gotten exactly what you wanted off of Windbrisk Kites of cast out in 3 lands.
Remember that? There's no reason I would have done that.
No, of course, no. It would have been a bad idea. I'm just saying that, hey, the things you said did come true, sort of.
It's true. It's true. We take 5 and die. They didn't even have like a obviously have to know the planes off the okay. That's not planes. That's not enough though. Answer's Storm, but yeah.
I don't think any card at that point would have gotten you out.
No, too many. Well,
yeah.
Again, Angel of Sanctions would have.
Not
this Angel of
Invention, I believe, is the one that creates servos.
Angel of Servos, because Angel of Servos also has lifelink on the body.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Be able to win, bros, if anybody gets 3 creatures. Okay. Still very happy with like where the draft ended up. If I had realized red was as weak as it was, we could have had a stronger deck. Than like mono white from the start. But even the way it ended up being, the deck had some rude lines. Like, I haven't played with Divine Visitation a lot. That card breaks backs. Ooh, Batterbone, if it wasn't at the bottom of our deck, would have been a good draw. But yeah, when I said it was every 2 drop in our deck, it actually was. So, anyway, that will be the Mardu Cube. I do plan on trying to get some more of this in at a later date. You might see this on Tuesday next week as well. We'll see. Next time around I said they played 2 goblins on 2, and I said like, well, I want them to kill my Benelish Marshal, because if they play Benelish Marshal, they won't be playing Legion Warboss or Rabblemaster, right? Then they just go Rabblemaster into
the next 2
Warboss.
cards were Rabblemaster and Legion Warboss.
Yeah, just like back to back, and it's like, okay, I see. But yeah, no, that went great. I mean, we went 2-1. Our last opponent just had the
2-1 means it was you went, without losing anything, right? So
yeah, we get our monies back and we run back into it here later. So, but yeah, I think Tuesday next week I'll probably be doing like a run back into it, and then like Thursday next week I think literally we have a new standard set. We literally at that point.
oh yeah, Streets is coming out, right?
Yeah, I think that's either next week or the week after. Like there's like a week. Spoilers start tomorrow, and then the set releases I think a week later, which is like they're just having spoiler season be like a week long.
Release date.
I'm excited about that just from the look of this of the aesthetic of the set. So
Actually, release 28th, apparently April 28th.
okay, well that's now here's the thing. If that's the paper release, Arena releases like weeks before that.
The set will be arriving on MTG Arena and Magic Online on April 28th, 2022.
Wow. So they're doing a full spoiler like literally next week, and then like they're doing the online release after the
with the global
What?
tabletop release following right after on April 29th.
But
they're doing this as a non-standard release.
okay, because yeah, okay, that's why it's fucking me up. Usually the set comes out before the pre-release. That makes more sense, but also doesn't make any sense at all because
having the ability to look at it in online actually usually is helpful rather than the other way around.
Who wants to have the set spoiled and then sit there for 2 weeks?
Yeah, that too.
I don't that. Okay, so I guess
especially because people are playing so much less paper Magic right now, right?
Who's playing paper Magic? Like literally, like what? We're going to cut back on Arena. I mean, I guess like
we're gonna cut back on Arena and well, mostly cut back on Arena because whatever MTGO does doesn't really matter all that much. It cut back on Arena when Arena is currently their most important thing right now.
Okay, I'm color me very confused, but I guess some marketer somewhere want to coin
Sometimes investors demand they do experiments without them having any interest of like actually having it matter. And I'm assuming that's what's currently happening. They're doing an experiment to see if this works better to satisfy investors.
All right, well, we'll see how things play out. Anyway, I guess I won't be playing Streets next week as I thought. I'll instead probably be doing they'll probably be doing a number of cubes then. Actually, hold on, let me double check. I can go check that.
Yeah, so let's see if there is an interesting cube going on before Streets happens.
Yeah, because that means there's a 2-week gap between Mardu Cube and the rest of
which is exactly the right length to put in another cube, right?
Yeah, so two more cubes even. They could have one a week. So MTGO home. Here you go. Here's MTGO. We're looking for April 5th announcements. Here's the Mardu Cube spotlight.
Marquesa, I see.
Mardu Cube. There's no announcement about anything happening after Mardu Cube. There's not even an announcement of. Oh yeah, here it is. So Streets on the 20th. So there's a 2-week period where we just have no idea what'll be on Magic Online. There will certainly. Again, Magic Online has been put into like skeleton crew mode for the last year and a half.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying it's weird that it's
the calendar is almost comedically inaccurate usually. Oh, except for this time. What do we got here?
Oh, there's flashback drafts going. Okay. Going on Dynasty on Magic Online. All right.
I'm trying to read where. Okay, here we are. Okay. There was an article somewhere that talked about what they're doing. So April 6th, Mardu Cube. April 13th, Masters 25th flashback. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is gonna suck so much.
This is gonna rule so much.
It's gonna rule and
It's
also
gonna
suck
suck,
because
yeah.
it's like you're gonna have one really good set here, one pretty okay set, and then two garbage sets just really fucking it all up.
Holy shit. Good luck like getting any of the like artifact stuff.
Yeah, part of the reason why Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is so
work.
good is how, everything works with everything, that it is by itself. And then you have the other three sets also being here. Jesus Christ.
Well, I will be here
You
to
gotta see what this is.
I will be here to blaze it as hard as we can. That's oh boy.
Fuck you, remixes your Kamigawa.
But yeah, like a lot like wow, this is gonna be nasty. I'm having to remember like what spirits are in this.
The question is this gonna be curated at all? Are they only picking ones that work, the rest
I
they
hope
have to, right?
Yeah, this has got to be like a cube, right?
Because like if they don't, they're gonna have like the worst format they've done in ages.
Because like okay, there's enough cards you can take to get like if you want to make the enchantment theme work more, you can add
you can do that.
Mystic Restraints, Cage of Hands, a number of things like that. If you want to make the artifact theme work, that's harder, but the equipment exists. There aren't a lot of artifact creatures, but you have some ways of augmenting that deck. But like, damn. All right, this is less interesting to me. Masters 25 is not like.
Yeah.
That's just
something, I guess.
But like this, goddamn. Okay.
Kamigawa remix is that is gonna be some like I have to see what that's like.
All right. Yeah, what's in this?
Open pack.web.
Swamp. I miss them doing these. I miss Vanguards. All right. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining, everybody. Hope you all had a good one. As I said, I'll be trying to fit in another one of this later in the week somewhere. Tomorrow's an off day. No stream on Thursday for the month. And then Friday... Shit, am I going back to Killing More Chaos? That might be what I'm doing on Friday. We'll see. So... but yeah, other than that, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, subscribe, get the cool skulls, cool slimes. Go check out Doc over at sword.zone or at the much more easy to say twitch.tv/MDCT.
No underscores. I'm free.
There's no more underscores.
I've slain them and I've put them into the ground where they belong.
So it's a lot easier to type it.
I won my custody battle that I've been fighting for the past 5 years.
Oh my god. All right, anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Nob, for joining earlier. Thank you, Doc, for joining.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good night, everybody.